I would like to update about the best new game that attract me by the graphic, gameplay, and how the developers are creating these old games seriously. I really hope the other developers will get some inspiration by watching my top list. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 new games for mobile that look so interesting and worth playing now in 2025. Duet Night Abyss. Seriously, this game looks so magnificent. I love when I have a new game RPG that shows us how it has a refreshing idea and very attractive gameplay mechanism. Just like this game because you can do so different action that might be the other ARPG can't do. While exploring the world, some actions are available to use frequently to support your exploration, which is climbing the wall, a higher jumping, releasing the zip lane to swinging, and this all action can be combined as you like that make me feel like I am playing a parkour. It gives me a freedom to reach a different spot freely. Once you start playing it, I'm sure you will fall in love with the musical instrument. It's a pleasure to listen to a AAA BGM. Along the story, I noticed if the developer want to deliver the main storyline amazingly because there is some point that we can't skip the cutscene though. This is a new anime game RPG with a hack and slash concept, but it has a different combat mechanism because your main character can use two different weapons of long range, which is gun, and also close range, which is a sword or javelin. Make your own combat style by adjusting the combat situation. Best hack and slash game mobile 2026. Bleach Soul Resonance. I can't even believe the mobile anime game has reached this point. Even though it has a similarity quality within the console and PC level, through this game I will give a huge appreciation because the developer do a well preparation, making it optimize amazingly on mobile platform. You can judge how smooth the gameplay is through this video. The frame rate is really stable on 60 FPS. Even I have set the ultra graphic setting, it's really insane. Well done, dev. The game combat mechanism need a high skill that's fully hack and slash based, so the player needs to play it in a higher concentration because timing and precision will determine the result. On how successful you do a counter attack, pairing the monster skill and doing a perfect dodge. It's not about the combat battle only, because the developer are really taking the storyline seriously. No wonder we will see so many special cutscenes will appear while we have a dialogue between the main protagonists. This is a must-play game Android that you should have on your games list. Best RPG 2026 Android. Legend of Ymir. Finally, we have a new MMORPG that made by Unreal Engine 5 that looks so perfect in graphic and has a casual gameplay because the autoplay features is really help the player to do an auto pathfinding and also auto combat. Because this is a grinding MMO base, just with a single click is enough to do an auto battle. But once you fight the boss, then you should play it manually to avoid the heavy damage from the boss. It has a very huge area that we can explore. We can hanging on the bird and reach a further area or riding a horse to speed up your movement. I love the medieval ambience that looks perfect and well described with a calming music background. This is a cross-platform game where we can connect with one account to play in a different platform on PC and also mobile. If you prefer to play a realistic MMO rather than an anime, then you can try to play it right now. We can link our wallet to obtain a variety of rewards through NFT. So it's a new play-to-earn MMORPG games concept. Do any of you believe a play-to-earn concept is not kind of a pay-to-win base? Ark Phantasia. I'm sure not many players notice that this game exists on mobile. But let me tell you something, if your phone has a low-end spec, then I would highly recommend you to play it. Even the game size is pretty affordable to download. I'm sure it will run super smooth on your device. It has a dungeon base, but also a little story will come just before the combat start. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any voiceover. I really hope the developer will add it as the first priority they should update then. While in the combat, we can place two different vanguard and tap the avatar icon to switch the hero and control him. The mechanism is quite simple. We need to keep attacking the enemy to accumulate the burst value. Once it reaches fully accumulated, then we can release the heavy skill with an ultimate damage dealing. Some extra features will be unlocked once you complete a certain stage, and we can grind a different material to strengthen your main hero. Ark Phantasia is the best ARPG game Android 2026. Overfield. As a man, I love to play a cute game that represents a female character but in a chibi design. It just looks so cute and fun to see the character design. If you have the same perception as me, then this game will be the best ARPG you must play and try when it releases globally. Likely you have a chance to experience how unique this game is. The gameplay is MMORPG based, where we can see the other players while in the safety area, which is in the lobby. Communicate and chatting with the other players are possible to do. While in the battle, we will fight with one partner that will fight automatically on our side. We don't have to worry about her because she will launch the skill whenever it is ready randomly. Anyway, once we get into the combat, then we should try to be more focused because the area will get smaller. So we need to clear the battle to be able to continue the exploration. Reverse Blue X ReBirthEnd. It's pretty difficult to find any game that has this genre nowadays. It's a tower defense base where we should try to protect our main base from the enemy's army. So it's kind of a semi-idle game because we only need to tap which hero we should place and deploy on the battlefield. Then all of the heroes will do an auto attack to the nearest target randomly. It's pretty important to make a great preparation by selecting your own favorite hero into your heroes deck list because the hero that we can deploy is limited. Try to understand how every hero's mechanism works, like putting the tanker hero in front to cover the long-range hero because the enemy should strike the front line first. Anyway, every single hero will consume a different energy to deploy, so we need to pick wisely as the strategy need. Raven 2. This game absolutely reminds me of Odin Valhalla Rising, with so many features that look so identical and even similar. So I can see how the game will become soon. It's quite a pay-to-win game because most of the avatar skin mount can be earned through gacha. Seriously, it will be so frustrating once you reach into the mid-game. This is a new release MMORPG where the developers are focusing on the grinding system. Even on the early game, which is in the prologue, we will find so many cutscenes, but it doesn't mean they are focusing on the storyline at all. In the end, the player who has a gold power will reach the top rank level. Even I just realized how the player is getting lower within a few weeks. I really hope the developer will be kind enough to raise the drop rate for the higher equipment quality, because it's pretty important. In fact, they should read the player's feedback on the Play Store reviews. Chaos Zero Nightmare. As I predicted before, it will reach more than 1 million players within less than a month, and surprisingly, it's been downloaded over 1 million players just less than a week. This is really crazy that no game can stand against it, especially on gacha RPG genre. Even on the Play Store, you will see a nearly perfect score, which is 4.8 stars. I think all people would agree with me if this is one of the best game gacha on mobile right now. Even in 2026, I'm sure it still dominates the gacha genre. There are so many aspects that the most players appreciate, such as the visualization, the dark fantasy vibes, and how good the skill animation looks. It just looks so special. The game's combat mechanism uses a core skill deck based on concept, which I mean the skill option will come randomly. We can make a synergy to recharge the gauge meter and unleash an ultimate skill. Most of the characters can be collected freely once you clear the mission. Absolutely, this is the best new RPG game on mobile. Soulland Time Reserve. Play it now and download it freely on Play Store and App Store because it's just a new release game RPG on mobile that's pretty worthy to play. If you are looking for one of the best auto and auto based game, then I would stick to it. Even you can leave the game while in the combat and let your hero decide direction of a regular attack or a skill. It has a gacha base, but don't worry because you will get a ton of rewards through the achievement point and collect the diamond for free for summoning a high quality hero. Even though it has an idle concept, but the developer give a lot of scenes animation to represent how the story goes, so you can come deeper into the storyline. While in the combat, just check the game sometimes, as long as you have prepared your own team better. Neko School Simulator. Basically, I didn't get any interest with a simulator game, but this game is exceptional. It just looks so attractive, and even better because the anime art style is absolutely wonderful and has attention to detail. Anyway, the first main menu screen showed me how the song that I have ever heard before is The Legend of Neverland. It made me curious about, do these games have the same developer? Let's get back into the gameplay. It's an open world game. We can freely explore the world by foot. Unfortunately, I didn't find any vehicle to ride. I wish the developer would add an update about it. We can punch and hit the other NPC who's walking around, and surprisingly, they will fight back at us. But I realize it needs more optimization because most of the enemy's attack will miss and not aim accurately. Bonus, Mori Mori Life. This is a must-play game, especially if you love to play a cozy, casual, and relaxing game. Then this is the best recommendation for you to start playing. Especially if it has an English version already, surely you will understand how the storyline goes because it's really good to follow. The gameplay is, we'll become a farmer and our main objective mission is to recreate our old house by decorating it to look better. Seriously, all of the material needed is super easy to find. Even you don't have to worry if these things will run out. out. I love how the ambience is pretty calming, especially when you listen to how the music is. Anyway, you can do so many things that made me believe if Mori Mori Life is a sandbox gameplay. These all are the best new game high graphic you must play and know. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.